I think I'm live. I am. It's quicker on the MacBook from 2010 than it is on a newer Windows computer for when I hit the go live button for it to actually show me, like on YouTube, that I'm live. Sometimes it takes up to 10 seconds. It's like 2 or 3 on this. Hello, Lamar Davis. Number 9 what? What about the 9? What's up with that? Trying to get my screen a bit bigger here. Hello, Adolfo. How's it going? So this is World of Warcraft Classic, by the way. This is not retail World of Warcraft. This is like the hardcore experience. I thought I would make a new character and just kind of check it out, just see how the population is, how the game runs, compare the graphics a little bit. So that's essentially what's going on. See, you catch on quick because I was first.
Well met.
Yeah, show me where to fly.
See you around.
Yeah, exactly. You can't fly to Stormwind. Oh man, that's gonna be a painful journey. Like it's gonna be. Oh man, it's gonna be painful. But you know what? We'll check it out. We'll just see how it goes. I woke up. You took your medicine. I woke up. When I woke up, I fell asleep. Just woke up, so you went. Oh, nice. Yeah. So this is classic. There's no easy mode. Everything's a lot longer. Look at our map. I've done this before a million times. I mean, look at this. That's the whole game. That's it. It's a big world. I'm just saying, holy shitballs, right? Because of like, where's like Northrend and then all the islands and all the ones from when you zoom out from all the other expansions. So it's going to make the world feel bigger, though. We're hoping. For world PvP. I like doing that thing where I travel around, I run into people, I either fuck them up or I help them out, depending on what faction they are. And at a low level, you can usually have like heirlooms, you can ride around on a motorcycle. Yeah, not in this game. It is hardcore. It's how it was back when I played it, back in 2004. So this is going to give me a very quick reality check. I'm sick. I don't have COVID. Just a little cough. Not a lot. Just a little. Well, that's good. So, I mean, if you've seen me play World of Warcraft lately, you might be able to pick up on some subtle graphical, details, but it's very much World of Warcraft-y. They've got their own engine, so no other game will look like identical to it, maybe similar in nature. Yeah, so we're back at it again. Oh yeah, I'm dead. That's another thing that happens is, maybe this wasn't so much a good idea. Well, we'll just see how it goes. Literally. See how I got like 2-shotted there? Like 1 shot and... I mean, it killed me. The government said we can do what we want, but I really... Well, I don't know if they said we can do what we want. I don't know what part of the world you're in. I think... do you live in the U.S.? Yeah, so this is... Oh, I'm running in the wrong direction. So the idea here... How do I change your appearance? What? What appearance? You mean my character appearance? There is none of that in World of Warcraft Classic. About COVID and wearing mask shit. Right, my sister said the government said we can no longer wear... I don't know, that seems a little odd. I haven't read the news lately there, but... that does sound quite weird. Now, I can get ganked here, by the way, by real players. The zones aren't instanced. Everything's just like hardcore extreme here. You can change my appearance if I can change your retarded name. You see what I did there? Get it? So, the good news is, with all the dying, is I keep making progress as time goes on. But it's because I'm trying to run to Elwyn Forest, arguably a slightly nicer area for me to start leveling up in. It was just for me to kind of take a look at it. I knew that this was going to be slow. I figured, you know what, let me check it out. There's only like 2 people that come in here anyways, so... right? Well, if it makes you feel better, professional retard, this is actually pretty important. Now that we're on this subject, I actually want to talk about it. It's not, I don't think it's considered political. Maybe it is, I don't really care. But let's talk about that. So to me, your name on a personal level, it doesn't bother me. I could give a shit. I have mental issues, I got a learning disability. I don't take offense to it. But because of how YouTube is, remember what I've said before. There's going to be times where I say and do things in YouTube that doesn't necessarily reflect how I feel personally. Remember that. Even the fact that I said your name out loud, I'm probably not going to get in trouble. It's not like it's a racial slur or anything like that, but it is, believe it or not, to a point, like I said, we live in that world where it's going to start being questionable at some point. What words we're allowed to say, what word is bannable, what word isn't bannable, right? I mean, South Park say the word all the time. You don't see them banned. They're still on Crave TV and Much Music and all that, and MTV, right? So the idea here is I'm a very low level, and the lower level I am, the more aggro I'm going to pull. Think of it as like an invisible radius. Or diameter, whatever. Right around me. And the lower the level you are, the bigger that circle is, that invisible circle that you're emitting. It's saying, hey, psst, look at me. I'm a lowbie. Come chomp my ass in one hit. The higher level you are, that circle gets smaller and smaller. Oh, maybe this person can help me. No, don't run. Bitch, get back here. No, don't leave me alone. You're 28. I'm only 3. We could work as a team. We could have been something. Alright, let me read that. Family is inappropriate for children. What? What family? And my 4-year-old cousin watched it and he cried about having nightmares. His mom don't let him, but he watched since he... What family? Family's inappropriate? What? Sorry, I'm not too sure I know what you mean. You talking about Family Guy? With the talking dog? I mean, I don't watch that crap, but... Yeah, like I said, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your name. It doesn't do anything to me. I'm just sharing with you the honest-to-God truth that there are people that are getting banned for some really nonsense shit. Twitch, YouTube are now banning words like simp, incel. Like, I'm being dead serious here. Like, I'm not trying to be funny at all. I've said this a million times before. I'm all about doing better, right? I get that not everybody's got the ability to just ignore what people say because they're just words. Even if you're just messing around, goofing around, it doesn't bother me at all. Unfortunately, it bothers YouTube. And if I bother YouTube and I lose my YouTube, I will become quite bothered. You know what I mean? To me, no word is worth me losing my channel over just because I have a different take on what's acceptable socially versus what they think is acceptable, right? If I wasn't monetized and I was a millionaire and I was just doing this for shits and giggles, oh yeah, I wouldn't care. I would probably say a little bit more than what I'm saying now. Right? That's the freedom of speech that's been taken away from us. There is no freedom of speech. Some people on Twitter were giving me crap because I called a girl a bitch. And I was like, whoa. I don't gender discriminate. I called her boyfriend a bitch too. He's an actually even bigger bitch than she is. You see what I'm saying? Double standards, right? I call a guy a bitch, no one says a goddamn thing. Oh, great, just what I need. One shot. Bam, dead. You call a girl a bitch, that's not really nice. That's sexist. No, actually, the fact that you don't think I call guys the same thing is sexist. I'm just saying. So I have a problem with that. So I still use the word. Because I like it. Hello, Norman. Have you ever had someone call you daddy, Phil? It's a weird question, but just asking. I've seen people do that shit. Oh, I've been called everything. Everything that you can think of. I have been called those things. Again, if you're just... Oh, there's only 2 people in here. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably just going to do this for a little bit. And then... annihilate the stream. One thing is for sure, is the absolute drastic drop in concurrent viewers I have on my stream since I changed my time from 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. to around like 5:30, like around supper time. At least in my time zone, it's supper time. For other people, maybe it isn't. But yeah, if you happen to just be tuning in, this is World of Warcraft Classic again. This is not retail. This is the real McCoy, the old school shit. Everything is slow. This is a brand new character. He's only level 3. That slime is probably gonna turn me into a puddle of blood and bones in one hit. The fact that their level is a skull means that they're over 10 levels above me. And you're just a lot more fragile in World of Warcraft Classic. However, I'm on a big journey to go to the other continent. Normally, I'd be able to fly over here. Actually, we're in the wetlands. And you know what? I might actually do this. I might actually do this for the couple of people that have been in here. You've been in here with me. We went... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Where's the can of Raid when you need it? Fucking whore. Okay. So, this whole time I've been streaming, I left right here, and I've walked all of this. If I had a mount, I would probably be able to get from there to there in like 5 seconds. It's taken me like 10 minutes. You see what I'm saying? It gives you a greater sense of scale, right? That the world is bigger than what it is, obviously, when you can't travel through it all that fast. Right? Anyways, that's all I'm saying. Twitter? Well, I guess it depends who you talk to. I mean, I'm an asshole on Twitter. I go there to argue with people. To me, it's just all like fun and games. I have serious conversations on there, but I always like getting into the politics and all that, the religious debates on Twitter. I started about a year and a half ago. Like, I opened my Twitter like the first year Twitter existed, but I was never on there. I didn't understand Twitter, how to tweet. What's this following crap? I just didn't understand it. Now I'm addicted. I got a few celebrities on there that I've spoken to that follow me. It's kind of cool. It gives you an opportunity to sometimes connect with people that in a normal world you wouldn't be able to. Like, for instance, not too bad, you? Hello, Wyatt. You know, Greg Brick? You might not know him by name, but you know the game Far Cry 5? You know the villain, the father? Yeah, so I've regularly had, like, little small talk conversations with him on Twitter. That's cool, you know? Not a bragging thing, I'm just saying, like, he's just an actor I like. I like him. He's a very nice guy. And, yeah, he's interactive with some of his followers. Some of these people, they're well known for one thing, but that doesn't mean they're gonna have millions of people talking to him all the time, right? Yeah, so the father, the guy who plays the father in Far Cry 5, and New Dawn, his real name is Greg Brink. Yeah, so to me that's cool. I don't need the world to know that. It's not like I made a YouTube video on it going, just wanted to let you know, look who I'm talking to. Like, I don't need the validation from people. Just the fact that I've had these small little interactions with him here and there, to me, is cool. Not so much because he's a celebrity. I don't care about the celebrity thing. I do, just in that it's generally celebrities that we get to know really well without them knowing who you are. Does that make any sense, right? Obviously, a stranger who isn't a celebrity, you're not going to know anything about them, so you're not going to know if they're cool or not, because you don't know fuck all about them, right? They haven't done anything to showcase for you to think anything of them, negative or positive, right? Some people like celebrities just because of the status thing. I could give a shit about that. Me, it's to show appreciation to some people. Oh, 23 gnome. Oh, I'm going to get my ass beat. So that's a real player over there? Oh no, that's my guy. Man, this is what happens when you play Horde too much. Don't mind me. I forgot I'm not Horde. I'm Alliance. Please, just don't eat me. Not a bad looking game for 17 years old. Actually, the engine is almost 20 years old. Really. I think 2011 is when they started sort of building this game. So I just did, like I said, the wetlands, whatever. We've already seen a couple of people. You know what? Yeah. Wow. Suck a habanero pepper, I take it? What's this, then? This is World of Warcraft Classic. What happened, Wyatt? So you see the length of time it took me to walk all that? It was a long time. Again, I'm going to Elwyn Forest so that I could start questing. This is that whole thing again where I'm subscribed to World of Warcraft. That includes being able to play the classic game. The Burning Crusade is going to come out at some point this year. Now, the Burning Crusade was a lot more friendly in the sense of gearing up. It was actually pretty decent. It's pretty good. I don't want to speculate, but... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How do I get past that guy? Oh, well, I'm automatically dead. That's just because I'm in a zone I'm not really supposed to be in. And there's no way around it. Like, none. None whatsoever. I think they're like level 20 or something. They are the same graphics, but these are technically not as good. They're more dated, but it's technically... Oh, please let me go by. Don't detect me. Yeah, so, you know what? We might do that. So I just went through the wetlands there. Right? Let's do that for a minute. I don't know why it's telling me to go follow through multiple tunnels. This better be the right tunnel. Oh, okay. I was going to say, if this is the wrong tunnel... Ah, for fuck's sakes. Fight, fight, fight. What? I'm good, DeConnor. How are you? How is everyone, in case I missed you coming in? It's not exactly like I get a warning bell when somebody comes in. Ding, ding, ding. You know, such and such a person came in. Ouch. Oh, you fucking whore. So I got killed. It happens. It's fucking annoying. Oh my god, it brought... Oh, I see what it did. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what it did, actually. I'm gonna return to life. So, anyways, I won't. It's hard to explain. I took, yeah. Let's just say that I died, like, right there. It's not really a big deal. I'm gonna go and get this flight path here. Oh, there's a druid there.
You got my attention? Talk to me.
Right, Thelsimer, that's where I am. Menethil Harbor. Yeah, that's where I'm at now.
Be good.
You can see the graphics here. The trees, just the grass and everything. Everything's moving. Thalsamar. Yeah, so what I'll do, just because I'm weird like that, I'll go ahead and escape that. Then I'll swap over and go to the same area I was on in retail. Yeah. Yeah, the game engine was created back in like 2000, 2001. Yeah, they're pretty much 20 years old. Yeah, man. Okay. So now we're on retail. Eastern Kingdom Menethil. Yes, I need to go over here. I just kind of wanted to, because I'm weird, wanted to go back to the same area I was just at. You know, there was no flying in Classic. Like, there was none of that. Flying started off with the first expansion in World of Warcraft called the Burning Crusade. And back then, in the Burning Crusade, you could only fly once you were top level in the new area. So this is considered the old area, the OG area, the original, right? So Kalimdor here and Eastern Kingdoms here. These are the originals. Everything else you see here in the middle, everything you see out here is all added crap. You've always been able to fly everywhere else, but it was only in recent times-ish, well, I guess time's flying already 10 years or 8 years, that you've also been able to have the ability to come back to the old zone, the OG zones, excuse me, and fly. So that's why my character was walking and not flying. Well, that and he's a low level. There's that too. So where could I go? Actually,
may your blades never dull.
Let me just figure something out here. Right, so I was wetlands, so I need to go to Arathi Highlands or Loch Modan. I was right here, so technically... Yes, I'm talking to myself.
What
Go to the Badlands. Yeah, let me go over here. I'll fly right to where I logged out on my Night Elf. I'll show you that. Apart from some, like, lighting Look at the trees a little bit, the leaves. I mean, they're still very two-dimensional, but the texture to them might look a little bit better. We'll kind of look at that, actually, after. So from afar, they look, you know, whatever. They got their own style, like I said, but they are two-dimensional. They're very flat, like paper. That's just the artistic style. But apart for that, some extra draw distance, shadow, lighting. Even the characters are a little bit more animated. They look a little bit better, cleaner. It's still essentially, for the lack of a better term, it's still the same graphics. It's still the same game engine. Phil, Pepsi or Coke? It's the silver bullet, bitch. It's all about that Diet Pepsi. You still get the caffeine, but you don't get the diabetes. Carbs and sugars from pop is nasty, man. Not good for you. Can't beat the real thing. Oh, wait. That's the slogan for Coke. Whatever. I just took it. Ah, so good. Yeah, I say no to diabetes, so I say no to Coke. Now, for taste reasons, I like Coke, but Diet Pepsi. I think Pepsi is disgusting, but I think Diet Coke is disgusting. Talking purely taste now. Now, here's Duskwood. Look at these leaves here. Look at them, because we're going to be going through here a little bit on my Night Elf Druid at some point. Kind of get a little idea of the graphics, so it's a little bit fresher in your mind. Is Nia well, I mean, I don't really know much about her. That's the girl in WWE that's considered like always getting injured and injuring other people. People that are calling her to like step down to NXT for training or something. I mean, she's a bigger girl, but man, she can move. You know what I mean? I got a lot of respect for big people, man, that can move around like that. Because she's fought matches for like 15, 20 minutes at a time. I know people half her size that can barely go up a flight of fucking stairs. Now look at the trees now. We're in Elwyn Forest. This is important because this is where I'm going in Classic. So you look at the leaves. You kind of get an idea of what it looks like the scenery and all that. I'll try not to, like, zip the camera around to give you, whatever, vertigo or whatever it's called. So just try to kind of remember them. I mean, they look, you know, whatever. I'm so confused. So is level 60 extremely superior? Well, 60 is the maximum level. It used to be 120, but they stat squished it. So now, whether you're playing World of Warcraft Classic or Retail, even though Retail's got like 5 bazillion expansions, 60's the cap. Because the numbers were getting too ridiculous. Again, not really doing anything. Well, you didn't do anything, Adolfo. Oh, your phone's at 1%. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so the idea with this is I paid for WoW, right? I know I keep recapping. It's just sometimes there's new people that are coming into the stream. I subbed for March. And moving forward with my streams, I've already said that more than likely I'm going to be reducing my streams frequency per week just because they don't do well at all. Like, they don't. That's just the reality of it. But I enjoy doing them. So the trade-off will be, if I have free time and there isn't, like, regular updates for me to do, or I've been productive, like I've been shoveling and ice picking for 2 hours today. It's not a figure of speech. I timed it with my Apple Watch. I got almost 10 kilometers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the real deal. Okay. Yeah, so in that meantime, I'm still trying to figure out, like, what is it I want to do with my channel. Like, in terms of live streaming. Or even regular uploads, to be honest. Like, where do I kind of see myself wanting to go? And I don't know. There are people that are insanely successful in on YouTube playing multiple games, like the Rad Brad. I always go back to him. Every time a new game comes out, like Hitman, Spider-Man, Watch Dogs, whatever, he's all over it. And then when there's no new game, well, then he just doesn't do anything until the next new game. Well, I already kind of do that, right? So now the thing is, what do I do in between? Like, Hitman 3 is no longer, like, no offense, like a hot commodity. The original hype is gone. So what do I do in the meantime? Anyhow, so I'm in the same spot now that I was in retail. I'm literally just about to go to the same location. So we could look at the trees on retail. They're very two-dimensional. See if I angle it right. The trees look literally flat like a piece of paper. I could almost make it disappear if I angle it just right. You can't even see it's there. It's the style. Don't forget this game was built 20 years ago. So some of the older areas, the trees don't look as nice. Some of the newer areas, the trees look nicer. But overall, the whole game got a fresh coat of paint, if you will. Shadows, lighting, like I've already explained. So this is literally where I logged out, where I said, hey, there's another druid. Remember that? That was like literally right there. Right at that person right there. The town is more or less the same. Look at those trees. Okay, whatever. Now what I'm going to do really quick... No. Is, come on. There we go. I'm going to show you where I was walking for like 10 minutes. Where I died in the tunnel. Then I'll quickly switch back over, because, you know, that's exciting. Just so we can kind of get a little bit fresher, whereas here, it took me a few minutes to actually get to this location. Somehow I got flagged for PvP. Oh, because I aggroed a guard. That's so dumb. Whatever. See, it's so much more fun when you can fly around. See? Look familiar? This is where I just was. Indeed. Well, Call of Duty World of War is the best Call of Duty because you think it is. For me, I'm kind of indifferent. I'm not too sure which one's the best. So this is what I just walked. Remember? On my Night Elf there? This is what I just walked. This whole area. Take a look at the lighting from these candles and stuff. I mean, there'll be a few other, you know, subtle changes there. But I mean, it's very similar. Even the grass. But let me go back to this area here. So much nicer to just be able to fly, you know what I mean? It's like you can't even compare that to anything. I didn't even know where the entrance was, so it was like, who cares? I always kind of get... I always get a bit mixed up. Alright, so I'm going to look at the trees here. I think the grass is a little bit different. I don't remember. It might not be a lot different. World of Warcraft, classic, ding, just like that. The red brat is honestly boring for me. He didn't even finish State of Decay 2. Wow, I mean, I wouldn't call him boring just because he didn't finish the game. I don't have a lot of time to finish most games I play. And here's classic. Here's the grass. There's the trees. It is different. But for the older areas, it's not night and day different. You still got the same... It's slightly more polished, but anyways. I'm just going to do this for a little bit. Like I said, I am pretty tired. I shoveled and ice picked for 2 hours on the dot. Well, it was 2 minutes shy of 2 hours, whatever. I rounded it up, heaven forbid. And it was kind of brutal. But I was able to handle it a lot better than I thought I would. Oh, nice. Yeah, Valhalla's still a lot of fun. I still have to finish the river raids. But now that I'm subscribed to WoW, still trying to figure out what to do on my channel overall. It's all about the go-tos, right? I want to keep doing what I'm doing. In terms of covering game updates, first impression videos, not reviews. I don't know how to do gaming reviews. I don't know how to do that. At all. Ooh, level 12 bear. Don't want to muck around with that. What's to the left? Oh, right. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. But I still want to do that. And then, like, live stream, do random gameplay videos to show off the game. Kind of like what the Rad Brad does in that regards, except him, it's more of a walkthrough. I'm not walking you through anything. Unless I give, like, specific guides, which I'm not always good at doing. Those are very time-consuming. And I'm not always good at those. But I'll keep doing that, but again, the in-between. It's like Hitman 3. I've done all the levels, Silent Suit, Silent Assassin, made guides for them all, beat the game. Got everything I wanted out of it. Doesn't mean I'll ever touch it again. But I mean, then what, right? What else is there to do? It's like Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a fun game. But you keep playing it over and over again. It's almost like beating a dead horse. This game's a little bit different because there's always something new to do. There's always something I'm after. That's not the case with other games, right? I'm not too sure about what happens once you do all the raids. I'll have to do them at some point. I visited York, the snowy city. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of snowy. So once I get there, I'm pretty much home free. There's a special portal, or like a tram rather, that'll take me to the Undercity. I don't know if I want to do all this now, to be honest. Like I said, they're small streams. I was almost tempted to go on Twitch, but I don't know. Like I said, with or without anybody in here, I would still be doing this as we speak, right? So that's what I mean. When I have time to myself and I'm not doing like a regular YouTube upload or something like that, and I'm just going to be live streaming, I mean, I might as well... Or I'm just going to be playing a game, I mean. I might as well just stream it for a little bit. It also automatically converts to like a regular rewatchable video afterwards anyways. So it's not like it's a complete waste of time that way, if you know what I mean. I've mentioned this before. When I do regular random Let's Plays of any game, 15, 20 views. It's just not what I'm known for. But when I live stream, I can usually easily hit 100 views. Well, that's quadruple to quintuplet the amount of views. So why would I do all the time a random let's play of me doing this when I can live stream it and get 4 to 5 times the amount of views? 100 views is still not that much. That pays like 25 cents. But it's all about the grind, right? It all adds up after a while. I just have to remember where the flight path is over here. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, there's a few nice snowy areas in this game. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have several different looks for my Evor. So yeah, even though World of Warcraft can be a bit slow sometimes depending on what you're doing, queue times between battlegrounds can be up to 10 minutes, except when you're flip-flopping like I did yesterday between Epic and the regulars. It was barely 2 minutes between battlegrounds. It's not completely terrible. And I will always default back to, if Asmongold can pull in 50,000 people at a time playing World of Warcraft, there's no reason I can't pull in 50 people. Come on now. 3 years from now. Like, what the hell? But yeah, this definitely brings back a lot of memories. Because it was painfully slow having to travel from town to town up until you get the flight paths and the portals and all that kind of stuff. I liked Alexios' character, though. I really did. I liked that game a lot, actually. Your character's more properly centered in the middle. There's always the threat of the mercenaries coming after you. It never ends. You have an infinite challenge. You could just roam around and be constantly fighting these mercenaries in a Greek Spartan kind of Greek mythology world. It's oh man, I love it. By far one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds. But I mean, I like Valhalla a lot too. I like the new features they have in there. I just hate that bullshit with the camera. You know how they have your character off to the side a little bit? Does it look like my character's off to the side? Oh, it'll, it blocks, you know, the center of view. Not really. What you do is you just tilt it back and you zoom it out a bit. I could see the boar in front of me. Obviously, if I have it zoomed in like that, oh, where's the boar? I can't see him. Well, no shit. Right? So I never understood that logic of doing the whole fucking bullshit where your character's just a little bit off to the side. Always off to the left. Like, what's going on there? Grand Theft Auto 5 does it. Watch Dogs does it. Almost every game does it, but Zelda Breath of the Wild doesn't. There's a lot of games that still don't. But that shit drives me insane. Look, God of War does it. Oh my god, do they ever do it? Like, what the hell? Right. I don't get why people hate Valhalla. Hello, Jack. How's it going? How are you doing today? Right. We're almost there. My good God. But I'm really curious to find out something. To see how the population is on this server. It's supposed to be pretty good. Oh, this feels good. And like I said, and I've said it a million times, it's just so relaxing. It's slower, but it's relaxing. I need that in between. That proper balance. I can't do something like Call of Duty for 2 hours straight. I'll go insane. Well, the more stuff, the better. It brings longevity to the game. Like, I wish I could play Persona 5 Strikers, because that's like a 40 or 50 hour game instead of like 150, but... yeah, you know, it's like I said, I kind of look for something different. I'm essentially doing in my live stream what I wish I could see in other live streams. To me, live streams is not just about showing off the pew pew and the bang bang, look at all my headshots and all that kind of crap. There's more to it than just that. I get that that's what most people want to see, but that's not what I want to see. So what I do in my streams is what I would look for in another streamer that I don't see. So I guess the joke is, maybe later I'll watch my own stream. I could be laying in bed, big screen TV at the foot of my bed. Maybe I want to see myself running through the snowy paths and bring back memories from 17 years in the making. You know, sometimes I find that relaxing. Crank up the volume with the music. I sometimes do some no commentary gameplay. Not too often though, but I do it. I do the no commentary sometimes. But it absolutely, definitely kills the stream for me to be streaming at this time. But that's the way it is. I can't help it. I don't feel like streaming back at the other time. Like, there's like 2 people in here. There's like nobody in here, literally. Like, no one. Nada. Normally I can get 6 to 12 people when I was streaming around 2 p.m. So instead of 2 p.m., I pushed it ahead a few hours. I think more people came at my 8 o'clock stream, for sure. Eastern time. Because then by that point, it was still 5 o'clock. It was supper time on the Pacific coast. But I'm not going to change my streaming times just to get a couple of extra people in the stream. Might as well grab the flight path.
What's on your mind?
Yeah.
Keep your feet on the ground.
And forgiven. Yeah, we'll go this way then left. I'm almost in Stormwind. So this is Ironforge. This is the dwarves' main town. It's very, like, you know, whatever you want to call that look. Rustic, like a forge kind of place. That's what the dwarves are known for, laddie. Oh, yeah. Being able to hide and mix and match. There are still features of Odyssey that were better. You can actually transmog your gear, though, in Odyssey. You can't do that in Valhalla. Such a disappointing bullshit thing that is. Here we go. The moment I have been dying for. Well, maybe not dying, but you get the idea. Yay, we're on the train. This guy's name is I Get Clapped. Seriously? At what point was this motherfucker sitting at the login screen creating his character going, ah, fuck it, I get clapped? It's not even funny. Come on now, you gotta be original. You cannot be taken seriously with a name like that. Yeah, changing the look of your gear. So if you're wearing the Templar gear, but you want to make it look like you're wearing another piece of gear. You want the stats of one gear, but you want the looks of another. World of Warcraft calls it transmogrification, because that's a real word in the dictionary. Odyssey allows you to do that. Hell, I think even Origins allowed it. Odyssey does not allow you to do that. It just doesn't. Yay, we're in Stormwind. Oh, this is so exciting. At least for me it is. Ah, this is like the capital city of the Alliance. This is arguably like the more popular city. Again, there's just people everywhere because where else are they going to go? It's classic. There's only two continents. You're either left or right. There's no up and down and everywhere in between. Now, where's a guard? I think I know where it is, but I'm not sure. Oh man, this really brings back memories. Where the hell are all the guards? I need to ask them a question. Yes and no. It's a safe zone in that it's not a contested area, but you can still flag yourself for PvP. So then I guess you wouldn't be so safe after all. But it can be a safe zone, is the better answer. If you want it to be a safe zone. Whereas some of the other places I was at, there's just no way around it. It's not a safe zone whether you want it to be or not. But again, in retail, I can make the whole world PvP or non-PvP. It'll literally phase you out. Like, it'll literally go like, zoom. You know what I mean? Like, it'll literally warp you into an alternate dimension, if you will. A parallel universe of where you are, but with just players that have the PvP enabled. Is really what it is. Holy shish kebab. That's what I'm talking about. Looky here. Holy shit. We're just all hanging out. We're waiting to do some PvP, and there's just people everywhere. Oh, wow. That guy is a nerd. Wow, he's got tier 3. Oh, it's because he's got tier 3. Yeah, which is like super rare. But he's a tank, because those weapons you can actually more easily get in Wrath of the Lich King. But in Classic WoW, getting that shield and that sword was like, forget it. It was almost impossible to get. But as badass as that looks, look at what he looks like, though. He looks like a dope. Look at his gloves. Green and purple. Fucking concrete looking boots and shit brown stained pants. His belt doesn't match. And why is that? Because Classic WoW didn't have any transmog. You were lucky to have a set like that, actually. Full tier 3. So you needed a full tier set of rating gear to match. So when you matched, that was like a big deal from an aesthetic standpoint. And because, yeah. Like, look at this person. She's got incredibly high gear, but she's missing her tier 2 shoulders. So she actually looks like an idiot. And you can't hide your shoulders, you can't make them look like something else. Pretty fucking stupid. They waited several years before you could do that. Yeah, you could be wandering around and see real players fucking each other up. Absolutely. Anyhow. The cool thing about me is I don't have to worry about matching gear or any of that because I could turn myself into a cat at level 20. See, like this person here, I know what they did. So this hunter right here, so the green is from PvP, and the yellow and silver is from a tier set. So that's what she did. So she looks like an idiot, but she doesn't have a choice to look like that. You see what I'm saying? Most people look like idiots in the game, and that's how it was for a long time. Just like this person. Ugh. Yuck. Like, what is that? Anyways. I'm very OCD about how a character looks. It's very immersive breaking when you look like a vagrant, even if you have the best gear in the game. If you don't look the part, you're not the part. That's just how I see it.
Light be with you.
Oh, there
Light
is a
bless you.
true trainer. Oh, nice. I don't think... Yeah, anyways. That's pretty sweet. Oh, yeah, you could.
King's honor, friend.
There's also
Need help?
less flight paths in this game, too. Just everything's just a lot
For the
slower.
Alliance.
A lot more like, kind of thing. But it's got its charm. It still has... Do you know what I mean? Like, it still has something very special. And unless you're like a real WoW geek and you grew up with this game, whether you were a kid or not, I mean, I was far from a kid 17 years ago when this game came out. But people won't warm up to this game. It's one of those things where you can become so invested in the game that it doesn't matter how many years have passed. It doesn't matter if it's the same old bullshit all the time. Just the
Light
fact
be with you. Go with honor,
that you
friend.
can just run into all these people. Like, look how populated this is. These are all real people. Some of them are just hanging out. They're probably waiting for a battleground to pop or something. I don't know. Oh, man. You need a makeover, dude. What the fuck is that? That was probably my biggest pet peeve, as you could probably tell. Oh, man, does it ever take forever to get everywhere. Nice. Yeah, make love, not Warcraft. Yeah. Well, he made a... he said he was a hunter when he was actually a warrior, which is kind of funny. That was actually supposed to showcase how much of a noob he was, but not a lot of people probably caught on to that. Because he was a human warrior, there was no human hunters back then, and he wasn't a hunter. It was either a blooper, or it was done on purpose to show how much of a noob he was, to the point where he didn't even know what class he was. Yeah, it's as intense or as relaxing as you want it to be. You know, I used to sometimes roleplay in this game, and a lot of people were like, what? People would gather, like picture 50 real people in real life, up to 100 people. All gathering. Almost like, you know, when you're in high school and there's like sometimes gatherings and stuff. Like in the gymnasium or whatever, and there's like special announcements or whatever, and everybody just gathers around. And you have like a public speaker that talks or whatever. And everybody would just like chat, but they would stay like in character. How do we go about defeating the Horde? I mean, they didn't verbally speak, but you would assume that's how they were sounding. There would be no, yo, bro, check out my boots, bitch. Like, people don't talk like that. If you talked like that, you got, like, kicked out of the guild. You got banned. You got canceled. You know, like if two druids meet. How fares the training, brother? You know, that kind of role play, right? And you'd be surprised. I find people that are into role-playing generally are, well, they're fucking geeks. But they tend to be a completely different type of person than your YOLO bros. Those people I can't fucking stand. I want to kick them all in the throat. I can't even afford to learn my spells. Oh, fuck. I don't miss this. Level 6. I have to come back here. Wrath. Really? Wrath at level 6? Man, Moonfire. That's really important. Would you... Seriously? Oh, man. Oh, I don't miss this one bit.
Be careful.
Oh, boy. Didn't Eric Cartman say there were only 4 or 7 races in the game, yet each of them looked extreme? Yeah, there's a few of them. Oh, fuck no, I'm not going to be streaming every day. I mean, it's possible sometimes that I do. What I'm saying is don't count on it. Don't count on that being the case. Oh, man. This sucks. What do you mean a mishap? That's the quickest one. Let me see if there's a vendor nearby. Yeah, the beginning can be incredibly slow. Nope, no vendors in here. It's always been like that, though. I mean, I generally tend to, but I also used to stream twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Now I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. It's just not that productive. There's just, no offense, there's more to life than just streaming. I've said this many times before. I'm not Dr. Disrespect. I don't pull in 30, 40, 50,000 people in a stream. He makes a living doing that, you know what I mean? I almost make a living doing regular uploads. That's what I need to focus on more. I need to focus on what actually works, what actually pays the bills, you know what I mean? That's why I'm starting to slow down the streaming. Now it's just once a day, not twice a day. Soon it'll probably be maybe once a week. I'll have to see. And then as my channel grows, then I'll either try again, see how that works, or maybe I'll try Twitch again someday. Oh, okay, sweet. Give me 1 second. Nice. Someone's gonna give me 5 silver. Oh, that's fine. I don't stress people out about donating. Oh, there. Oh, wow. That's a lot in this game. Years of retail. I mean, it's 1 gold, but it's just because I asked for for like 5 silver. One gold is like, back in this day, especially at my level, that's pretty big. Sweet. Okay. I'm asking because I'm going to donate money to Phil when he streams. Well, I mean, that's always fun. I'm not going to deny that. Mage Quarter? Kinda. You sound like Haruki. Alright, sweet. So we're off to a... Oh, I'm going in the wrong way. But now I can finally... get... Where the fuck? Oh, yes, okay. Sorry, it's just... When you have to walk and you don't have a mount, it's a lot... It's a lot, it's very time-consuming, is what I was gonna say, to get around. I'm so used to, like, retail, just, like, giddy up, everything's, like, instant. It just doesn't work that way in this game. And the sooner you get all your skills, you get a couple of bags, you start picking up your professions and all that, it makes a big, big difference.
What brings you here?
No, it's just not like that. There's just too many guards. Moonfire. Rejuvenation.
Good luck, friend.
Sweet. And instead of it... Okay, so we've got the Moonfire there. Wrath there. Healing Touch, Rejuvenation. Sweet. I love that skill. I don't know, it just looks so cool. It's like a heal over time. It gives me like a buff. It heals me every 3 seconds. I just love it. I have to wait 20 levels until I can flip and turn into a cat. But, you know, in due time. Yeah. Indeed. Now, where was I going? Holy cow. Might even have to go soon. But at least I'm getting some stuff done. Right now, I want to learn maybe blacksmithing. I don't know if I want to do skinning and herbing or... I don't remember between leather, because leather you actually have to kill things. Yeah, it's hard to say. Probably leather and herbs. And I don't remember where it was. Well, let's ask him.
Well met. Be careful.
Herbalism is all the way over there. Okay, let's start with that. See what I mean? Like, getting started can be really, like, slow as hell. And then all this just to find out I might not even bother with this character at all. Can you be my mom? Really? Intelligence quotient sucker. Yeah. A lot of things are weird in this game. Lots of weird things. Is that the fishing trainer? Might as well learn how to fish.
What can I do for you?
Train me. What? Seriously, I gotta be level 5 just to hold a fishing rod?
See you around.
Ya prick. Yeah, you can fish in this game. It's pretty relaxing. But the Burning Crusade, I'm really excited for. That was one of my favorite expansions. Oh, man. Just had so much fun. I mean, I had fun in Wrath of the Lich King as well and all that, but I just missed the world the way it was before. I don't remember when they brought flying back to the old world, but... Herbalism.
Ishnu Dal Dieb.
Well, Ishnu Dal Dieb to you too.
Asha Fela.
Find herbs. There we go. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, my parents went to Mexico before. I almost went a couple of times back in the day. And then I was like, nah, whatever.
Need help?
Just didn't bother. I was more into traveling when I was younger.
Go with honor.
Now, I'm like, I don't really care. I've traveled so much. I've moved like almost over 30 times in my life, different homes. Every province and territory you could think of in the country. I've done more traveling than most people have in 10 lifetimes. So it's time I retire. Really? No, people are like that in general. Man, this is slow. But at least once the ball gets going, it'll be better. If I decide to not so much stick with this, it's just one of those things where, depending on how the whole experience is as a whole, right? With Classic, The Burning Crusade, it really, really made things, I don't know if streamlined is the word I'm looking for. It made it more approachable. I don't know. It was better. It wasn't as psycho, is my point.
Hello.
And to me,
Be careful.
that's important.
Hello.
Really? You don't have...
See you later.
Need help?
Holy shit. I like the combat from Odyssey. I love pizza. Pizza is my crack. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy bags.
Safe travels.
Other working supplies.
Looking for something specific?
There's the skinning knife. Now I can
Have
skin.
a good one.
So now I've got two professions. I can skin. I can look for herbs. I can look for weed, man. Know what I'm saying? I could sell weeds on the auction house. Doctor, anything can kill you. Oh, yeah. What makes me look insane is that I love Hawaiian pizza. I love ham, pineapple, and bacon, and... Oh, so good. So good. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Bags. Man, there's a lot of people in this server in Classic. Alright. Container, bag. 300. Suck it. That's a 6 slaughter. What about an 8 slaughter? Oy! 20 silver. Piss on that. Not gonna do that. We're looking for 4 sacks. Well, the small red pouch. Yes, I am talking to myself. Looks like 4 silver. Okay, so we'll do 1. Two. And this one. There we go. That'll make a huge difference. Inventory space. Oh my god. That's huge. Marijuana and cocaine, that's definitely not my stuff. I mean, I used to be into that stuff, but ugh. Definitely not in the last 20 years. Oh, I love a lot of fruits. Like berries and... There we go. I think I've done it. This is it. We're in the big leagues now. Because now, I can actually quest a little bit. No idea. Yeah, watermelon's good. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna head out soon, but I wanted to end off on somewhat, you know, me doing something. There's just people everywhere. Can't escape them. And I like that. This is probably like where I'm gonna play both games, like classic and retail. Kind of get this guy leveled up just a little wee bit. Ooh, he's a level 4. It's kind of weird because I want to play Feral, but right now I have to play as if I'm balanced, like with all the spells and stuff. Uh-oh, he's angry. I'm already out of mana. That's how hard this game is. So by the way, if this was classic, just to kind of give you an idea, I would have probably killed 5 people by now. Well, maybe 3 or 4. I'm exaggerating just to kind of prove my point. Oh my god, no. No, that's not the only city. Man, this is crazy. Playing classic WoW. On the Druid. It's fun, though. Arguably one of my favorite classes in the game. But it's just the people everywhere that I keep running into. All high-level players. That might make it a lot more fun, like I said. Oh, not a lot of people hanging out in Goldshire, though. 4 o'clock. Realm time. Surprised there isn't more people hanging out here. Mind you, there was a lot of people in the city there, you saw. Those are all buffs I give people where it increases all their armor and stuff by 25. So in retail, there's a flight path right here. In retail, there's another flight path over there. Here, you only got one flight path, and it's in the goddamn city. There's no other flight paths anywhere else around here. Why? Because it's hardcore. That's what I'm getting at. Less places to fly from or to. Everything takes longer. But if it means the world is going to feel more alive, might be a decent trade-off. I don't know. Only time will tell, and I don't want to stress out about it. That's why I just want to play. I just want to be in the moment and just, see what happens. I got a whole month, to figure that out. Yeah, that's possible. Fable games. Mind you, I'm pretty sure all the sounds you hear in this are all original sounds, but I could be wrong. Avatar. Oh, yeah, I know why you're saying that, yeah. Schizophrenia. Oh, boy. Oh. Earthroot. Can I pick that shit up yet? I think so. This is part of my profession. Oh, I can't pick it up yet? Ah. For real now. Oh, Silverleaf I might be able to pick up. Yeah, I can. There we go. You can make money this way. I failed. What, did I trip? Did I stumble? There we go. Yeah. Well, because that's the kind of stuff I would normally say. Some people just get so offended by comments like that, though. Not everything is malicious, Like when you said that comment, some people will take that as like, you're making fun of people that have schizophrenia, and it's like, no, actually it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's not hateful. But, again, perfect example of, you know. It's like I've said a million times before. The world is going too far to the left and too far to the right. We've lost that, that balance.
Good day to you.
Is it a good day to me?
What can I do for you?
This is where the humans start out. Your phone died again. Is it place looks familiar? Is that a question? I can't tell you if it looks familiar to you.
Hello.
But this is where they were in South Park. This is where they were.
Greetings.
Seriously?
I supply only the finest goods.
I bet you do. You sick bastard. Cracked gloves. What are they, laced in crack? Oh, man. So the cracked... Okay, so the crack is good in this one. One. Let's get a full set of the crack. Let's get a whole 8-ball up in this bitch. See what I did there? That's called cringe comedy. I'm the king of it.
Be careful.
No one touches me when it comes to the cringe. I put some pants on. There's kids in here. Jesus. Seriously? That's what you're working with? How come it didn't ask me to put the crack pants on? There we go. That looks a little bit more respectable now. Archery, 21. There, now we're matching. Now we're looking... You know what I'm saying?
What can I do?
We
for
might
you?
impress some of the elven ladies down at the inn. Are you doing good looking? I'm matching.
For the Alliance.
That's right. That looks proper. Except for the fact that I was hiding in the shadows with my glowing eyes. That might have given her the wrong impression. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be creepy like that. Where's my grapple gun? Don't you worry about where that is. Ah! I'm so glad you brought that up. Because that is something I did, not like to you, I just mean in general. Right, so you are black, right. So, this is a very serious question. So you being black, do you understand that, well, as anybody, but I guess especially me being white, that because people come in and out, I can't see what people are, if that makes any sense. So the N-word to me, it's one of those things, it's one of those oddities where obviously if you're black, you get to say it. Right? White people have taken enough shit and given enough shit to black people. It's like, sorry, there is no double standard. That's their word that they can use because it was used against them. Now they're using it and they slang the slur as a form of endearment to their fellow black people. So they get to say that. But in my stream, that's the problem, though. Right? Is I don't allow anybody to say, because that's the thing. If I let one person say even the slang word of it, even if the person's black, I don't know that. And then other people might be like, hey, have you been in Phil's stream? People are just dropping the N-word here and there, and it doesn't look good. Right? If we were on the street, if we were hanging out, that's different. Like, if you said it, I'm not like I'd be like, why are you saying that? Like, because, no offense, we could clearly see you, right? It'd make more sense, and obviously if the person's white, you give him a fucking elbow drop. It's just one of those things, right? I hope that makes sense, Adolfo. If you know what I mean by that, or anybody else that's in here. Oh, fuck. You know when a vlogger, like, let's say, I fucking hate that prick. No, when I see him, he makes me painfully violent. And I want to kick him in the gut. He's a clickbaiting bitch. I fucking hate that guy. But did anything I say make sense to you, Adolfo? Like, I wouldn't be offended if somebody said the N-word, but I wouldn't tolerate either. Because it can be absolutely, like, it's offensive, obviously, to black people, right? Especially when you're not black, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I think that only ever happened once where someone came in, they said the N-word, like the slang word, and he looked at me. Figure of speech, he looked at me in the stream, And he was all like, hey, what's up, ma? Na. You know what I'm saying? That didn't offend me. But I did quickly go, I would prefer if that word wasn't used, in my stream. And the first thing he said was, bro, it's chill. I'm black, yo. And I'm like, but I don't know that. And if I did, even if I did know that, nobody else knows that. Nobody else can see you. You see what I'm saying? He's like, what? That's so messed up. I'm like, no, the fact that you're arguing with me about saying the N-word in my stream and failing to comprehend simple logic is what's fucked up. So I kicked him out. You know what I mean? Then he came back on another account and he called me a racist. What? It was the complete opposite of that. You know what I mean? Like, that made absolutely no sense. Then he was trying to say that I banned him because he was black. I was like, no, I banned you because you're using the N-word, and I politely, kindly asked you not to do that. Doesn't that make me the opposite of racist? But you see how messed up some people can be sometimes? That's life, right? Again, I wasn't offended by it. I was more baffled by the lack of comprehension this guy was suffering from, It just made no sense to me. Because he's just an annoying twat. Plain and simple. That's why I don't like him. I don't know who Morgs is. Fuck him.
You need something? Have a go.
And listen, it's not a jealousy thing. I will never be 1% as big. Pun intended and not intended, although I was bigger than Kid Behind the Camera before physically as well. I'll never be like 1% of what this guy is on social media. I can admit that. But still, fuck him. I still think he's trash. Fucking absolute garbage. Just because you made it doesn't mean you're all that in a chocolate chip cookie with the fucking sprinkles on top. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that are fucking small. They'll never be discovered. And they're amazing. Like, they're just incredible YouTubers, period. But this dude, he's just fucking crap. I, honest to God, like, without trying to sound like a dick, but I'm gonna sound like one because it's just how I feel. I just don't get the hype, honestly. I don't see it. I don't get it. Dr. Disrespect. PewDiePie. Those kinds of people. You know what I mean? I can see why, the appeal to those people, right? Boogie2988. I can see it. With this Francis persona as well. I like Boogie2988. If you couldn't tell. But like a guy like Kid Behind... what? And it's actually people like that motivate me. Honest to God. I see people like that making it big on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah. Okay, if I can't be 1% of what this fucking douchebag is, then what the fuck? There's hope for me after all. I don't know what Morgs is, who Morgs is. Wow, 10 million subs. I'll be surprised if I get 50,000 subs before I fucking die. Like I said, I'm putting the time in, big time, but I mean, look at my streams. After 9 or 10 months of streaming, I barely got 5 people in the live stream. You know what I mean? It's unlikely that, all of a sudden someday, something's gonna happen and I'm gonna get all these people in my stream. Right? I waited too long to get into YouTube. For the kind of channel, at least, that I am. I think had I done this 16 years ago, 17 years ago, I would have done much better. I'd probably be at like 200,000 or 300,000 subscribers based on my current growth of my channel. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I'm just saying if I've gotten 14,000 in a couple of years based on that growth in the last 6 months because it grows exponentially, it wouldn't be hard to think in 15, 16 years on YouTube I'd be at 200,000, 300,000 subs Fuck, there's people that are that after 2 or 3 years. I'm saying I might have been that after 15. That's being noble, you know? But yeah, now it's like, I'll just have to wait and see. I mean, my channel keeps growing slowly over time. We'll see what happens before I'm too old and senile and forget that I even have a channel. Yeah, he's... fuck him. Seriously. Yeah, I'm almost at 5 million views. But that's in 2 years. That's in 2 years. There's people that get that in 2 days. Like PewDiePie. PewDiePie gets in a day or two what I get in 2 years. You see what I'm getting at? I can't compete with that. It's impossible. Cobalt Vermin. So I'm just going to do this last little quest here, and then after that, I'm going to spend the rest of the time playing on my own, to be honest. Like I said, I do like live streaming, but I'm just being honest, after a while it's kind of like, eh. I like being able to game where I don't have to keep, like, you know what I mean? Keep up with the chat. I like a balance, like I said. Because I don't game all day, so when I do, I either record, there's always a camera, and a microphone involved. It's nice to have a little downtime. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was averaging, like $1,000 a month on YouTube. Like, that's what I'm getting at, right? I'm only saying that because you asked. Like, that's not pocket change, right? It's about how much I make a month. My disability only pays $1,200. YouTube pays me $1,000. Now, my worker takes half my money because I'm also on the system, and you can only make so much money. Well, I mean, you can make a lot, but they take it. They take a good chunk of it. I still come out ahead over if I didn't do anything at all, though. But do you see what I'm talking about? So on disability, $1,200. YouTube pays me $1,000. So when I tell people I'm hoping to become a YouTuber full-time, and I have people that laugh at me and try to troll me and go, bro, you got 4 people in your live stream, bro. How you gonna live off of that? What are you gonna buy, a fucking pack of pudding? It's like, have you seen my channel, bitch? Have you seen the analytics every month? That's what I'm getting at when I say my channel as a whole is doing wonderful. But my live streams are absolute shit. There's no sugarcoating it. My live streams aren't growing. My channel is. I average close to 800 to 900 subs a month. Sometimes I get 1,000 subs a month. That's decent growth for me. I average 250,000 views a month on my channel. But I average 4 people in my live streams. Right? You gotta stick with what works. Right? Ultimately, in the end, I'm looking to get paid. You know what I mean? I'm looking for the green. I'm looking to get off disability. I'm looking to be like doing this shit full time. And I will stop at nothing to make it happen. I know people that have been on YouTube for 5 years that have like 500 or 600 videos, and they're like, oh man, I upload so much. I'm like, what? I've been on YouTube for like 2 years and I have like 2,300 fucking uploads. Fucking 500 videos in 5 years. I upload a lot. It's not a competition, I'm just saying, right? Like, I'm willing to put the work in and do all these different things, right? Pudding can be delightful except for the diabetes. Yeah, well, I'm not getting paid as a small streamer. Just say I'm getting paid well to be a small-time YouTuber. I get diddly shit for streaming. This is just my social interaction, because I don't hang out with people. Whether there's a pandemic going on or not. I don't hang out with people. This is how I hang out with people. Twitter is how I hang out with people. I'm too busy, you know, messaging Tom Cruise or talking to the actor that does the father in Far Cry 5 or sometimes Sergeant Slaughter, wrestling legend, or Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Or some other people on there. And other people that aren't celebrities that I've gotten to know through politics and stuff like that. That's how I get my social interaction in. That's how I keep in touch with the world so I don't become psycho. You know, there's always that joke that people that self-isolate, that don't socialize whatsoever, end up becoming crazy. And I was like, well, I'm already crazy, so don't have to worry about that. Unless there's an extra level of it that comes with social isolation. But I'm happier this way for real, though, so... Because obviously I'm doing what I enjoy, right? If I wanted to be around people, I could. You know what I mean? It's just I choose not to. Yeah. Yeah, people do suck. That's, so, again, just so you understand, I'm not antisocial. Well, I mean, I guess that could be argued, right? There's two different types of antisocial. I'm antisocial type 2. I'm calling it that. Antisocial type 1 is just that. It's the epitome default antisocial. You just fucking hate people. I'm type 2. I hate people because most people are dumb fucks. There's no sugarcoating it. I do get along with most people I meet. I'm pretty good at being able to do that.
How are you?
However,
Safe
I
travels.
just find the pros don't outweigh the cons. I just find there's just... You know what I mean? Like, by nature, I would be a social butterfly. By nature. In a perfect world. There's people I know that are antisocial, regardless of whether or not people are shitty or not. So there's a huge difference there, right? The only reason, like I said, I don't like people generally is because I don't like most people I meet. So why the hell would I like people? I'd rather hang out with my dogs, play guitar, and, you know, and YouTube and make money so I can eat better, lose weight. Is that green with lighting? What? Is that... What green? You mean the stuff that's shooting from my hands? Are we not dumb? Well, no. Why would you be dumb?
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
Except Brotherhood of the Thief. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it here.
Hey there.
Till Cobalt Workers. Yeah, it's just more of the same, like anything else. Yep, they are. Sith lighting? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm, like, completely lost. Oh, yeah, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Holy hot pineapple. Time flies by. Oh, yeah, 7:15. Holy sweet Jesus. Like I said, I'm probably going to play some American Truck Simulator on my own. I might do a couple of more quests here on my own. I might even do a round of Call of Duty. Some Call of Duty, American Truck Sim, a little bit more of this. Probably play some guitar as well. Touch up on any game updates that might have come out. I'll have to contact my sources. Just to finalize everything for the night. And then I'll probably be in bed in the next 2 hours. And I'll probably watch some South Park for another 2 hours while I browse the internet. and keep in touch with what's going on in the world. My cat is always around me, even when I go running. He comes with me. Nice. Yeah, I've had cats. I've got snakes too. Well, snake. I've cut down on how many pets I have and stuff like that, but it was getting too much work. But yeah. Yeah, no, what's funny when I tell people I don't really hang around people is when people go, well, doesn't that get lonely and depressing and boring? And I go, well, if it did, then I would hang out with people. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm doing what obviously makes me happy, right? Oh, I love I live for comedy. I try to be funny. That's why I got my cringe comedy playlist where I do my goofy, silly, obnoxious Batman impressions. Where I try to make him sound all like serious, but he's like really goofy and silly and doesn't clue in to things, kind of make him look a bit dumb. Because Batman is like serious, but he's always like really smart and stuff. And that's why I did that cringy Tom Cruise thing. You guys seen that? The deep fake video? Where it's not Tom Cruise at all. It's all digital imagery. And it made it look like Tom Cruise was actually Tom Cruise. Talking. Doing his signature laugh. Everything. It was Tom Cruise. But it was fake. Get it? So, how do I play on that with my goofy Batman shit? I pretend like, oh my god, all these years, I watched Top Gun, Jerry Maguire, Days of Thunder, all his movies, and this whole time, he was a fake. He was a fraud. Obviously, he wasn't, but you know what I mean? I like being goofy like that. So yes, I'm huge into comedy. Like, I mean, oh my god. Yeah, I don't mind some horror. The reason I don't normally like horror is because I usually find it cringy and funny. I don't really find horror to be like, oh my god, that was suspenseful. Whoa, my hand is shaking, you know? So, you held a python in school? Yeah, I've had leopard geckos. I've bred leopard geckos. Oh, you saw the video? Yeah, so, I mean, it's not always like, oh my god, ha ha ha, you know, knee-jerk funny. But that's why I don't post a lot of Batman videos. I don't want to, like, overdo it. I don't want to just do them because I can. I want it to be something funny to me, something goofy. You know, or like when they showed the fake Tom Cruise hitting the ball with the golf club. You know, it looked like it was coming at my head, and then I dodged, and then I looked up like, whoa, where'd the ball go? You know, like just trying to make him look, trying to give the persona of the Batman that I do, you know, seem like kind of dumb. Like I said. Almost like Deadpool, you know, that kind of goofy character. But yeah, that deep fake stuff though, man, that's some pretty wild shit. If you don't know what it is, look up deep fake Tom Cruise or anything else in general. In case you don't know what it is, you take real pictures and videos and audio clips of a real person. So like me, because, you know, people would want to deep fake me. And what ends up happening is the computer program learns, like, your mannerisms, how you blink, how you speak, how you say your R's, your S's, your T's. It mimics your tone. It could have me looking like I'm doing and saying things that I've never done. That's kind of the dangerous part, right? Because if someone is really good at deep fakes, like the guy who's got a TikTok account called Deep Tom Cruise, he's not trying to fool anybody. He's not trying to be deceiving, deceitful. He's telling you in his TikTok handle that he's fake. He's literally got it in his handle. But it shows you the power of it. And if you didn't know any better, you would never be able to tell that the whole thing was a fucking sham. It's not a look-alike. It's not a costume. It's not even, there's no person there. That's how scary it is. The Elf movie? What Elf movie? You mean The Elf? Oh, you're talking about that one with Will Ferrell. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about the same thing, I didn't mind it. I like Will Ferrell. He's a pretty funny guy. But yeah. Anyhow, I'm gonna head off. It's been 2 hours. I'm tired. Like I said, I want to finish up a few things on my own. And I will probably be back, maybe. This is where I always say maybe. Like, don't count on it. Probably tomorrow around the same time. I'm not always going to stream for 2 hours. There's times where I might only stream for like a half hour. Or whatever. But this was really slow, and I knew it was going to be slow, so... there you have it. So take it easy. And maybe I will see some of you tomorrow.